Alright, hi YouTube, so welcome to the YouTube video. So in today's video we'll go through, as the season starts in 2 weeks, we're going to go through the list of fantasy football websites that I feel are good for UK usually, and then also the players that we're going to pick, budget options. I haven't done much research, but hopefully this will go along based on my football knowledge. Obviously, as you know, I also play So Rare, which is similar to fantasy football. But here you pay for you buy NFTs and then you buy cards for players, and then your players score points for your team, and then you win cash rewards, or you win some kits, you win essence, you win basically real money, or you win cryptocurrency, or you win some signed jersey, like some gifts as well. And then sometimes you win they call essence, which is you use to craft cards, which you can then sell off for money as well. So it's a great community. If you're new to here, make sure you go sign up. But this video will be more about fantasy football in general. So like I said, I use the link in the description if you want to get into the fun. Obviously I've done a lot of other videos on So Rare if you want to join as well. Just thought I would introduce this to you guys. Well, at the beginning you can scan the code, or you can use the link in the description below. Hope to see you there. And then so usually there are like multiple sites that I use. We'll just start with the free and then obviously go through one by one. The first one being, I should have logged in actually, but it's okay. First one being the Telegraph fantasy football. I've been playing this for like, I don't know, over 10 years now. While we're doing this, let me log into the other one. So this one you get a bit of cash prize as well towards the end, of course. Some weekly league as well, so it makes it quite fun. This one I usually use Facebook, so yeah, let me just get back in. And then there's the Sun Dream Team, which let's carry on. There's Sun Dream Team, which is a good one for prizes, and you can play with friends. Usually there was this Sky Sport one as well, Sky Sport Funny Football, but I'm not sure if they still continue with it or if they just changed. It feels like they've changed, so I haven't got much on there. Usually otherwise they would promote it. Sometimes they link it with the Sky Bet, which cannot access here, unfortunately. I think this season they're doing more of the championship, so they try to distinguish themselves from the main leaderboard. So we're going to skip the Sky Sport one for today. Obviously when you still use that as a guidance. Hold on, let me try and log in. I probably forgot my login, so give me a second. Let's pause this for now. Okay, yeah, so just managed to log in. So make sure, like I said, so all of these are generally aimed for UK users. So if you're not from the UK, I think you can only play this one, but still have a plenty of fun. Good news about So Rare is you can play anywhere. Of course, if you are withdrawing the cash, then probably you want to be in, I think in Europe you'll be better. But obviously, I'm semi, so I fly there like every year, so it's fine. I think yes, it's good to have accounts in UK if you're going to play, especially that's kind of my recommendations. But if not, still join in the fun. If you do win, then who knows, you can just go to UK and get the prize. So it's fine. I'm sure the ticket will be cheaper that way. So so these are the three sites we'll go through: the the Telegraph Fantasy Football, and then the main Premier League Fantasy Football, and then the Sun Dream Team Fantasy Football. Let's start with the Telegraph. Okay, so break them down. Hopefully they're quick. I'm sure the teams will be similar in that sense. I don't really care. I'm gonna pick United for this season. Always tough. So call it EZ Sports FC as usual. That's fine. Okay, formation. First things first. You get to choose between formations. They do update the scoring matrix. Let me go on the rules. We've got rules, game guide, prizes. No, I think there is lots of adverts. Yeah, I mean overall, if you win your champion, you get £5,000. Runner up there, you can read it from there. Basically, it's a whole season long thing. If they change the scoring, doesn't show you here, but I think they have changed the scoring a little bit. Match 10, is that the one? No idea. Alright, so what would be helpful, first of all, we look at the fixtures or the opening game week. That's just what I do. Footballer's life, it's some people call it sad, but I think it's just what we do. I think Liverpool straight away got a very favourable fixture. Also, they play first. Always pick clubs that play earlier, then you can switch them. Some allow you to switch, like for example Telegraph, so you can switch between days. I think here as well. So at Sun Team, this one's locked for every week, so I think that's probably fairer. Okay, so I'll just pick out the names. So Liverpool's got a good fixture, Tottenham's got a good fixture, Man City's got a good fixture, Chelsea's got a nice fixture as well. That's going to be a tough game for both. I don't know, 50-50, like it's Premier League, right? So I see a very like close matchup, like that's going to be a close game, it's going to be a close one, close game, close game, close game, close game. So quite a lot of close game, not very favourable. I think it's great for a first week where you get a mix of all. So I think straight away, just when I'm picking my team, I'm going to pick a team now. Yeah. Did mine get saved? Oh, hold on, let me go back. Okay, I don't think it did, so sorry, I have to start again. I think it entered up to 5 if I remember correctly, but let me just create the first one. So first of all, in goal, you want to pick someone who's solid, stays there for the whole of season. If you want a recommendation, you go on here, and then there'll be some recommendations. Obviously, you want to go for the Alisson or Edison. Edison might be staying, I think, so at the end, so still good, but 4.6 is a bit expensive. People are going for Henderson and Matt Sowles, who are obviously Nottingham Forest first team goalkeeper. Henderson does have a little bit of a buffer because Crystal Palace did buy a new goalkeeper in Benitez, I remember. I'm not sure if he's going to be the backup or is he going to be main, so just bear that in mind if you are picking the Crystal Palace guy. Crystal Palace defensively, they're good. They're good and cheap. Some people like that, but for me, like Raya would be regular starter as well. Strange one, but I might go for. I'm going to go Sanchez actually. I think Chelsea this year is going to do very well, and Sanchez at 3.6 looks like a good bargain. Who they play on the first game? They play Crystal Palace, so at home, so it should be okay at Old Trafford. Sorry, Stamford Bridge. There we go. Sorry. Cucurella might be leaving as well, but 3.8 for Cucurella is actually pretty good. What I usually do is let a whole back line on the same, probably mostly on the same team, and that way I, if they get the clean sheet, they all get a clean sheet. So it's either you win it or you don't win it. I actually quite like Colwell, who obviously England upcoming centre back. I got Chalobah as well. Chalobah, yeah, usually they start these, and then on the right they either have Reece James or they will have is it Gusto or Reece James? I think well, if Reece James, if he's fit, then he'll play, but a bit of a buffer here, so I'm not going to take that risk. Same goes for centre backs, a bit risky. Robertson's not going to start this year, so let's see what our bargains we can get. So yeah, he's going to start for Liverpool now. Got Van Dijk. These are good ones, but they're expensive. I like the look of Mike Nouri, who's like City's new left back now. Let's try that for now, and then we'll switch this later. What I tend to do once you set up the back line, then go straight to midfield, straight to strikers, because they're the most expensive players and going to score you the most points. Obviously, the likes of Haaland, Salah, Gyökeres, Bebu, and then the João Pedro looks sharp. I think I have too many Chelsea actually. Let me pick this last one, and then if not, then I'll. And then there's Cunha for 4 mil, looks pretty good as well. I think these big guys are too expensive, so I'm going to go Cunha. And then that leads us to midfield. We've still got about 2.3 in the budget, so obviously you have to work within your budget, and that's always the, one side of the game. We've got Morgan Rogers, who looks like a popular choice. Saka Bruno I like, but that means that's okay because we still have 6.9, so that leaves us with just enough for Cole Palmer. See what I've done there. So now that my strikers are cheaper, so I didn't go for the Salah, didn't go for the Haaland. Instead, I went for these Pedro and Cunha, and that way allows me to get much better midfield like Bruno, Saka, and Palmer. So I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. That's a good squad. See if I can allow so many Chelsea players. I think there is a limit. I'm okay, thanks. Yep. And then is that it? Oh, I think I'm done. Looks like I'm done. Yeah, there we go. That's submitted. Don't I pick a captain as well? Hold on, suspended. Oh, this one doesn't have captain. Sorry. Yeah. So this is my kind of team that I've chosen. So it's very Chelsea based on the defense, with a bit of City. They'll be solid. Don't worry. A bit of rotation if there is. Your Europe and all that coming up. So I think Chalobah or Colwell will be the two slightly more uncertain ones. For this game especially, wing backs are actually better because wing backs they get more higher up, and then they're more likely to get crosses or hence assists, and then they still get the clean sheets, which is kind of why I like them a lot. Can't remember how many teams I set up, but let's start with that one, and then now let's move on. So that's Telegraph, nice and easy. Let me just pause it for now. Okay, so just back where we left off. So after doing the fantasy, the Telegraph one, now we move on to the kind of like the main one for Premier League. They have their own special fantasy football league. This one's the one where you can join from everywhere in the world, whereas the Telegraph and the Sun are UK users only. So this is probably the most relevant one. So let's go to teams section. You can click on this, you can join leagues and complete against friends, which is very good. You can set up your own leagues and play with your friends. Do let me know if I'm speaking too quick, as I always do. So this one, rather than the Telegraph here, you select what, 11 players, right? Yeah, 11 players. But with this, I don't know what it's called really, like Premier League fantasy football game. You pick 15, so you include 3 subs. 3 of them are going to be on the bench, and then they auto-rotate if one of your players doesn't play, like a kind of DMP. I think that's something so rare could do later on, like have subs. Obviously encourage people to buy more players. At the same time, if one player is like DMP, then your subs comes in, which makes it, I think, fairer in a way. So again, start with goalkeeper options. So the price will be different for each game, so we just look for the bargains. I want a solid goalkeeper who plays week in, week out. Like Onana's injured. Okay. But the fact that the price is so little different, I think I'll go for Alisson here, who, like I said, has an easy fixture first game, or easier fixture first game, but also they'll just be so consistent defensively throughout the season. So you should kind of work ahead, but for me, first week's most important. I'll come back to that second goal. Let's pick it now. The second option probably you're not going to use, so just go for the cheapest one. The cheapest is 4 mil still, so just pick one who's cheap, but then might play. I actually think, believe it or not, yeah. Ooh, I'll tell you what, the backups are actually not bad. Okay, for backup I'm gonna go Petrovic. I know he's not fully a backup, but at least the difference is like 4 and 4.5, so it doesn't make much difference. Hence he will be my backup for this season. 2 first team goalkeepers, and then on. No, this is tough. There's quite a lot to choose from. I choose Night Nori for the other team, but then this one's quite expensive, right? 6 mil. Guardiola is good, but this year he's going to play more centrally, so probably less going up, and then less chances of assist for him. Again, I'm going to go more like a Liverpool backline, mixed with the goalkeeper as usual. And then I've got Nita, who's like the right back for Nottingham Forest, coming at 5 mil. Prices are quite close here, and I've got Mikolenko, who, let's go for it. I have to cut down the price a little bit, I think. But let's see. A good striker. Isak's not going to play. Well, probably not. We've got Chris Wood, who's an interesting choice. Watkins, I'm not sure as well. Witz might have to put one of the big guns in. Salah's kind of mid-season. We've got João Pedro, looks good, and then can't get Haaland. I'd love to get Haaland in, but I cannot. Probably go Witzer here, just as a safe option. And then go midfielder. Obviously, one can be sub. If not, I'll change formation. I got Morgan Rogers coming at 7. Bruno I like, and then Asala's midfielder. So got Cole Palmer, and then got There's quite a lot of United players in there, and I like Kai Havertz. Is it Patrick Kluivert's? Yeah, Kai. Is this Kai Havertz? Sorry, no, Patrick Kluivert's son. Can't remember the name. Hold on. I should show you the info here. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Justin Kluivert. There we go. Forgot his first name. And then we got 4 mil in the bank. Yeah, don't ask me why I get this spot on so easily. I'm so experienced. And pick someone who's, probably in the weaker teams, but might get some good games there and there. We should just have a little bit more money. Still a decent squad actually, but can we get someone for 4 mil? There is Alex Moreno. He's not going to play. Pick someone who plays, but then obviously cheap. Has to be under 4 mil. Trazebe, who plays for Burnley. Let's see what else there are. I don't mind picking new players. This is getting very low end. Blimey, can't pick anyone. Holding. I think this guy might play. Who would you choose, Burnley or Leeds? All these are new players, so Jeremy Frimpong looks good as actually. I tell you what, yeah, rather than Kurtz, I'm gonna go Jeremy Frimpong. And then Lascelles. Nope. All these new players. Can we cut down on any of these? Not really. Hold on, let me pick someone who's. Oh, here we go. Rivaldo will do. Sunderland. Risky, but he looks okay. There we go. That's done. Yeah. So let's enter this. Team name is Sports FC as usual. Favorite club will go United again, except terms and condition, enter squad, and there you go. That's your team. I can create your own badge. That's cool. I'll do it later if that's okay. I'm not that bothered. Okay, so this year they're doing Adobe Express, powered by Adobe Express. This year you can create your own little badge, which I think is going to take ages to load. Give you a bit of AI, which is fun. I honestly will make one a bit later. So far there are, hold on, there's 3.5 mil players roughly. So, and then you play these special cards like Triple Captain, bench boost as well. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is select the captain. I'll just go on. What I've got? I think that's fine. Yeah, Scott picks himself. Do I not pick captains here? Oh, there we go. Right now I have Captain Chris Wood, and I'm going to switch to Captain, and then Vice Captain. Does that look okay? Like I said, I just think the first game will be quite easy for Liverpool. So sorry, I have to keep pausing. That's that done for the Premier League. I will join some leagues. Maybe I'll make a league of my own, or I'll let you guys know if you want to join the fun. Pretty sure this one doesn't have captains. Okay. And then yeah, all right. Final last one, which is the Sun Dream Team. This one only you can only play this in UK. There's me there. Not playing the Euros, and then obviously. Some unlock some achievements here, badges. not that I care. So fantasy, you go play now. Again, I'd like to stick easy for the formations. You see, I pick more defenders here, so Alisson will be the first one, and then we will have Frimpong, and then we will have maybe one more. Yep. Also, what's his name? Forgot his name. Gabriel. There we go. Gabriel's injured. This one where the price are more realistic. So I'm the Haaland here. Maybe Gyökeres. And then picking some very good players here. But I think this is going to be overpriced. Yep, definitely overpriced. So I have to cut down on the Gyökeres, cut down on him. Even them. Blimey, this is going to be very tough. Try an autofill maybe. Yeah, but if you struggle, then you can just go autofill. Jadon Bowen, Sonny Boy is leaving. Leaving Tottenham. So we've got Mamouche, looks okay. And Pedro. I think that's okay for up front. Then it leaves me very little. I think you have to have two very budget options here. And then I think let me finish the defense because that's going to be important as well. We've got Nottingham Forest. Robertson probably won't play. We've got the other Robertson who looks good. Oh, Ben White looks okay. So Ben White, and then we've got Robertson from Tottenham. Sorry, from Fulham. And then gonna have two very cheap options here. So Acuna's I really like to look up as well, like Maddison, Kundus. But then I have to cut down on a lot of the other players. Tonali is good as well, but okay. So we'll have to cut down on two players. Let's drop Bruno. Cannot drop Bruno. Okay, let's just switch this guy then. Pick someone who's like 4 mil, who's still decent. Adebayo. There we go. Chalobah, Colwell. I don't know who I favour more, Chalobah or Colwell. But midfield have to be very cheap as well. So looking at this kind of budget, got Justin Kluivert. That leaves with 3.5. So 3.5, we can go. There's Hudson-Odoi, which I like. Iwobi has some good games. Harvey Elliott, Chiesa, Bailey. Yeah, I mean, Norgard. Let's go for. There's Bentancur there. Who else did I like? Bentancur or Hudson-Odoi, I think. Yeah, 3.5. And there we go. So I should just go Norgard because, sorry. I think that's okay. Let's start with that for now for the season, and then yeah. So submit the squad. So the points are going to be 6 points for goal scored, 3 for assist, 1 for shot on target, big chance created, tackles, appearance, and then yellow card, red cards, penalty miss, own goal. So it's pretty easy, self-explanatory. Penalty save, and then another save. So for 2 saves, sorry, and then clean sheet. Minimum 60-minute play. So clean sheets, that's why it's so important. You get 5 points. That's equivalent to almost a goal, but you know, you're more likely to get clean sheet than goals. So a bit of a mix, but these are what I've gone for. So why the bonus points? I have no idea. Tier 1. Oh, what's this? This is new. So you have, I don't know, 12 match played. Man of the match, player of the match. Okay. Cool. Captain will be, first game would be Frimpong, and then yeah, there we go. So just on the budget, so doesn't score if you're going to pick a vice captain as well. So vice captain will be Bruno. Again, EZ Sports. FC, nice and easy. So that's 3 team picked of 3 different sites. So I hope to introduce some new things to you guys, new content. So if there's any sponsorship out there, if you want to sponsor your site to make this video, then feel free to do so as well. But I do this every year, so obviously it'll keep you guys updated once the games does start, or if I make any transfers before that. So yeah, anyway, so if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Peace.